I got into a conversation today with a woman from Pennsylvania. And at one point, I said, you picked a pretty crazy time to visit. She was visiting Disneyland. And she said, yeah. She said, have you been having riots near you? And I said, well, we haven't really had riots. I said, we've had a lot of protests. And she was like, well, I've seen the riots. As far as I'm concerned, when people start robbing stores and burning things, that's a riot. And I said, yeah, there was a few hundred people, I think, that got out of hand that first night. But, since then, there hasn't been anything major, nothing that local police can't deal with. And there's been a lot of protesting. It's been great to see that kind of support. She was like, well, I can't handle those riots. That shouldn't happen. And, I don't know what this lady's political beliefs are, but I get the sense that that is the feeling of most of the country. And all I can do is beg journalists out there and anybody that has any say in national and local media coverage, please cover these stories correctly. The real story here is the kidnappings by masked men in unmarked vehicles that apparently are ICE, but we don't know that for sure. That's the story. And it's a bunch of stories happening constantly all day long here in Southern California. And it's absolutely heartbreaking. And it was great to see everybody out in protest across the country. But we're not going to keep that momentum if we don't start swaying people. And we need help in that regard, right? There's not a lot of people in middle America that are listening to people like me. And so I'm begging you, if you're a journalist, cover this right.